Hi, this is Carl. I'm going to show you this quick tutorial on how to cut this songbirds pattern that I've recently released. I'm going to use number 0 or number 1, a spiral blade from Flying Dutchman. I'm also going to use a 1/16 drill bit and smaller drill bits according to the section that needs a drill hole in it. I'm going to use a 1/16 inch piece of 3-ply plywood, and I will use Danish oil for finish. Now be aware, this isn't the only way of completing this project. This is just the way that I have done it. There are several different ways that this could be completed. None of them are wrong if the project gets completed to your satisfaction. So let's get started. I am going to be using CorelDRAW X3 for this tutorial. I think it might be a little bit easier if I could show you this way than using the video camera on top of a piece of wood and using the scroll saw at the same time. So hopefully this works out well. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to shoot me an email. Hi, welcome to this short tutorial video from Scrollsaw Video. I hope I can show you something today, and hopefully you can walk away with learning something. This is one of my recent patterns that I'm going to share, and we are going to show you how to get started on this pattern. Okay, if you purchase this pattern from me, or like any other pattern, it will be similar to this with a fine line detail, fine line outline, and a gray infill. This will be a vector design and not a bitmap design. Okay, I'm going to show you how to get started. We have this pattern already glued up onto the board. This will be the board right here, and this is your pattern already glued to the board. And we're going to say this is a white oak plywood, at least 3-ply. Okay, the starter holes in these little flower buds, most of these are circles. So just a simple drill hole will suffice for most of these. But a few of these are going to be oblong. The computer program is running slow today. A few of these are going to be oblong, such as this. So I would drill the center, the starter hole, towards the center of this hole, insert the scroll saw blade, and rock it back and forth. Very simple to do. Okay, smaller holes, such as these holes right here. There's one, here's one, here's one. There's all over. Here's another one. Here's another one. I would do all these smaller holes throughout the whole pattern next. Okay, after you have that complete, go towards the mid-size holes. And just for simplicity, I'm going to start with this section right here. Let me zoom in a little bit. I would put my starter drill hole somewhere in this section here. And using a computer program, I'm going to pretend like I have the blade inserted. Okay, I have the blade inserted into a starter hole, which is going to be right here. I'm going to start right here cutting. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit closer. Okay, zoomed in a little bit closer. And you'll see my little arrow right here. Excuse me, you'll see my little circle, which is going to represent the scroll saw blade. So I'm going to start going in this direction, and I'm going to follow the outside of this line. And I'm doing this pretty quick just to give you a general idea of what's going on with this pattern. Following the outside of this line, Okay, here we go. I'm going to pause this video. I don't think you need to watch this whole thing. So I'm going to pause it and be right back with you. Okay, I'm coming up on the end of this short segment. And you can see how I followed the fretwork line, the vectored line, all the way around. And I'm going to come up here to the very end. Okay, this looks like a mess now, but this is just for tutorial purposes only. This gray area that's right here, and it's also over here, this will be the piece that falls out of your cutout. So to help stabilize areas such as this little twig, and this little twig here, and this little area here, we're going to take this waste area and place it back into your project and use Scotch tape to tape it back into place. Okay, I'd put a piece of tape across right here, put a piece of tape across right here, put a piece of tape across right here, just whatever you think will hold the fragile pieces, preventing them from breaking. We're going to continue that with a few of these other bigger areas, such as this, in this area. Remember to save your pieces and glue them, save your pieces and tape them back in. Okay, after all these bigger pieces are cut out, we're going to start cutting the outside border. So the same as these smaller pieces that are on the inside, we're going to go to this we're going to go to this section of the bird, which has a pretty large waist area, and we're going to cut this part out next. So just like the other part, we're going to drill a hole, and we're going to follow this fretwork line with the spiral blade. Going to go around this way, keep on going through this way, all this with your spiral blade. Going to go through this section, up through here, up through here, up through here, back through here, back and forth. We're going to come out here. Now we're going to come down this way and come back this way with your spiral blade. Cutting out these sections, coming through this area, cutting out these sections, yada yada yada, until we get to the end. Okay, same as before, we're going to take this large area, reinsert it back into the project, and use the Scotch tape, put it back in place to help the pieces breaking. Okay, after you do a few more of these sections, you might want to do this section here, maybe this section through here, and of course this one. A couple of these smaller sections. Here's one going up through here. After you complete cutting these sections, you can finish cutting the other border sections. All the way around the border. Hope this short, quick tutorial gave you a quick lesson in scrolling small spaces. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email at scrollsawvideo@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.